in the second castle,
Yes.
I was already in such a like very fulfilled place. So walking through really was just like a part of the assignment, right? Just again clearing the energy, moving some new energy,
Transmutation,
yes,
alchemization.
yes, blessings all over the place. And we were going into this final room before the door of no return for that specific dungeon. And it's like this little dip down, so people are helping folks. Darren was being very helpful, helping people step down. And he reached out his hand to help me, and I was like, my brother.
I have returned.
Yes, I have returned to the door of no return. Look at this.
Wow.
Welcome to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Slate. Let me get a nice strong one. There it is.
Okay, so we are debriefing.
Yes, we are.
We are at the tail end of the trip, and yeah, we're just sharing some of our insights. So yeah, just kind of talking about this week, this 7 to 10 days in Ghana. Yeah.
Greetings from Accra.
Yes.
And let me say it correctly, Labadi. Labadi. Yes. Hello, I am Darren Eugene Mallet, and I am a member of the Agape International Spiritual Center community. That is how we connected through that beautiful conscious community. And I am an independent content creator, producer, event curator, and consciousness delighted in expansion.
Ashe, consciousness delighted in expansion.
Yes. I think it is fair to say, let me know if you are aligned with it, that there was some intentional closing of energetic gaps. There was some felt feeling tone, full circle moments.
Yeah.
There is some intentional releasing and calling in. So if you can speak to your experience, any experience that you had that felt like it is done, and so it is.
And so it is. Yes, quite a few. Honestly,
Okay, we got time.
the whole experience, the Ning King Kim Museum was really powerful in the way that they are honoring and archiving the multitude of experiences that happened during the transatlantic slave trade. And there were some really beautiful portrait, what is it? It's not a carving, is it? It's like a bust.
Busts.
Yeah, there were some really powerful busts that were presented in this museum under a tree that were symbolizing the individuals who either like got thrown off the ship or jumped off for various reasons. And I love that they mention some people jumped off because they were in despair and hopelessness, and some people felt like they could be of greater use in the ancestral spiritual realm.
Woo!
Which is so powerful. right? And at that museum, because there was a lot of different areas, but I was so zoned in on that one area. And I did a nice walk around, had a nice full complete lap. And I really felt like I was, again, like you said, just completing a cycle, closing a gap, just really fully acknowledging the sliver of experience that I was meant to come here to acknowledge, right? Because I am only one individual, one expression. So that is what I was able to do while you were having your experience, right? And I love that we were able to share this journey together because we did cover a lot of ground.
Whew.
I feel.
Right?
Methinks we covered plenty.
I concur.
Very, very powerful. So yeah, the Ninkinkian Museum was a great spot where we had some closure. The healing river was really powerful for me. There was something about that spot specifically. I'm not sure where it is in position to the last Bath River, but I was overwhelmed with emotion. I had some tears that I released while there, and I just found myself fixated on this one area. And actually, when we went to the last Bath River, it was like a very similar shot. And I think that's kind of what my spirit was recalling and remembering, so that when we got there, it was like, oh yeah, this is it. But yeah, and like the whole park in general, the whole like museum area, all the different sites that we went to before we got to the river, and you know, afterwards also. I just like when we got when we got back to just the area and everybody was kind of, you know, trickling in, I really just had to stand on the side and soak in the sun that was trickling through, and the butterflies and the trees and the air, and just allow myself to really process that I am here on assignment, you know, and what a privilege that is. And going back to the Nien King Kim Museum, just how I was almost not here for that, but Spirit was like, no. I have some things for you to do, please. And
Yes.
this was a part of it, and I can say that with full confidence. So yeah, and the castles were very powerful, especially traveling with Reverend Michael, and the intentionality of the Agape ministry and the practitioners, the prayers and the ohms and the silence and the holding the walls, seeing the hearts in the dungeons, just really knowing that God is all that there is, and love is everywhere. And that's something special that I got to see.
Yeah.
Because that has already been my practice. And again, I think that's one of the reasons Spirit called me to be on this journey and do this work, because I have been shifting up, spiraling up. And that is something that my lineage, African lineage and period, needs.
And this is one of our chiefs. presented 33 years ago a way to say sorry to Ghanaians and the world over for the role that some of them played, allow slave trading lasting for a very long period of time, acknowledging the fact that yes, they were selfish, greedy, ignorant, also a deceit on the part of the European. Because exploration, evangelism, gold trading, we didn't know that we had the slave trading trade. So the two of us were all culpable.
Like, all of the guides were very intentional and purposeful. Even the ones at the castles, while they were like performative, you know, it was very like storytelling. You could tell there was still a reverence there, and it was really about giving all the details as much as possible, while still, you know, kind of keeping it informational and not so deeply emotional, but also allowing space for that.
And this was the church. Today we have it as children's library.
That was a church right out with the...
Or about the dungeon.
Look at the nature of the doors. The European cell has a metal gate, but the condemned cell has a wooden gate. Why the difference in the doors? Why symbols above the condemned cell?
So yeah, just very beautiful, the museum spaces, of course all the water stuff, and the fact that I was complete with my moon cycle when we went to the last Bass River, and I was able to wear my all white.
That you got from where?
That I got from the Kumasi Mall. Ooh.
It was a pleasure being
Yeah.
your fashion support and consultant.
Yes,
Yes.
I appreciate you. Yes.
Super fun.
Chili, sweet, spicy chili, yes.
But yeah, just overall, just really everything. It's been really beautiful.
Well, one of the things that I was witness to during our trip here is that you brought a stack of your books.
Yes.
And so if you could...
And they're gone.
Yes.
Thank you to all of the people who donated to get us here, to get this film made, to support this journey, to give out to people in Ghana. My book is titled Days of Darkness. It is a story of my journey through depression and suicidal ideation in my early 20s. It's full of insights and inspirations that I got from that dark time. And it is mature. It is for the upper youth, like young adults and teens. I know there's a lot of teens who are navigating challenging things and are very accustomed to the language and topics that are mentioned. So when I had an exchange, I would exchange a book. So there were a couple of artists. There was this one guy named Cosmo who made a bracelet for me and didn't ask me to pay for it. And I will be fully upfront, as you are aware, my brother, that is a part of their marketing. That is their business strategy. You feel me? With respect. With respect.
You peeped.
I peeped. I left a couple of books at Coconut Grove for Miss Victoria, who left us a very beautiful note after putting in a very beautiful setup for us. I did hand one out to somebody that was with Agape here. Her name is Cynthia, shout out. Because we were just having this really beautiful conversation about mental wellness, and Spirit was like, share a book with her. And so I absolutely did. And then there was the first guy at the TSA. A part of this journey, we started a little turbulent, got our baggage delayed. And so the books were in a storage room the day after, and we had to go pick them up. And the TSA guy was asking what's in the suitcase, and I was like, oh, there's some books, mostly, because it really was just books and a tripod stand. And yeah, and so I was like, oh, you want a book? He said yes. Took a cute little picture, And thanks to Darren. Thanks to Darren. This is why I'm glad he's on the trip, because he's grinding me, like, take the pictures, get these shots, like, do the things. And I'm just over here flowing and going. He's like, hold on a second. Did you take a picture? I shared one with, is it Kameen?
Yes, and his beautiful 3-year-old daughter,
Yes,
Yaya.
yes, Yaya. I gave him a book, and his daughter was coloring, and it was beautiful. And I really appreciated that opportunity, because the book is not particularly meant for children, like small children. But to see them there together and know that he's able to understand and peep what's in the book, and also just sit there and have a moment with his daughter, that was really beautiful. Yeah, that's what I remember. That is my brain, but they are all 12 gone out into these Ghanaian streets. Just really appreciate you all for helping me to share the story and being a part of the journey. Yeah.
My last question to you is, I observed and felt that there was some intentional lightheartedness. There was intentional, like really conscious, intentional joy.
Yes.
Laughter boots. DJ Mystic, you can share with who DJ Mystic is.
DJ Remy.
Born in DC, raised in LA, here to say, hey, 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 who loves you, baby? Feel and sense no gloom, and have a deep feeling tone that all is well. This is podcast.
And in that context, the spiraling up, moving with intentional joy, beauty, gorgeousness. Share anything in that feeling tone that you would like.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you bringing that up, because in the second castle,
yes,
I was already in such a very fulfilled place. So walking through really was just like a part of the assignment, right? Just again clearing the energy, helping the spirits transfer up and out, maybe some like stuck stagnant energy, just helping to circulate it, move it out, move in some new energy,
transmutation, alchemization.
Yes, blessings all over the place. And we were going into this final room before the door of no return for that specific dungeon. And it's like this little dip down, so people are helping folks. Darren was being very helpful, helping people step down. And he reached out his hand to help me, and I was like, my brother.
I have returned.
Yes, I have returned to the door of no return. Look at this.
Wow.
And it was just really a beautiful, fun, joyful moment. And I know that the guide peeped it.
Yeah, he peeped?
He was standing right there.
Oh, wow.
He was standing right there. I was like, yeah. And I think he may have appreciated it also because he also, I think it was him who had shared that. No, it was the first guy, I think. Or maybe both of them, but just sharing how they have to maintain a certain lightness and like cleanse their energy. And
River too.
Yeah, because they're doing that real work.
Yes.
They are tour guides, but they are really the keepers of our knowledge.
Yeah.
Of our history in like real authentic ways.
Yeah.
And so I feel like him seeing that, it was like a very supportive, okay, we can keep it fun, keep it light, and still share the information and retain the history, and not try to whitewash or coat things or make them more gentle so people are not offended.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that there can't be joy in it. So yeah, he peeped that. And then also at the Ninkin Kim Museum, I was walking into it with a again, just an understanding I'm on assignment to be light, to be joy.
Amen.
Like this is a triumphant return.
It was. You embodied triumph.
Yeah, and I really did my best to maintain that and also have reverence for the other emotions taking place, for the history, not to be seen as I'm taking things too lightheartedly, right? Like dismissive. And I just was telling Darren, we were walking barefoot on this very like velvety soft sand under this bamboo, and the wind is blowing, and it's just like this stillness and around all this art and creativity. It was so delicious. And I just felt like skipping. I was told Darren, I'm like, I feel like skipping. And I didn't in that. I was like, I'll skip when I come out. And so after I did my walk around the that one tree with the ancestors there, I'm walking out and I'm like, all right, this is the skipping time. And I saw Darren kind of going along. There were some other people kind of just going along because it was a very, thick experience.
Thick.
Yeah. It was a lot of energy to process, a lot of information coming direct to your face, right? And most people are not aware that they are not tuning into that. It's a lot of like, oh, that's over there. But when it comes to you, it hits,
Sure does.
And so, yeah, I came out and then I was like, I'm going to skip up to Darren. And so I'm like, and then he's like,
Fair.
And yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I was just like, I like that we are covering all spectrums.
Yeah, and real quick, you do have photos of like different sculptures. There was pairs where that moment is actually translated. You see one face next to another face, and one is a bit more optimistic and another one is more stoic. We had a embodiment of the support that we can circulate and give to each other in just a very dense atmosphere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I did include, I will and am including some photos there because those ones really stuck out to me. And then under the tree, there were also like the little clay faces.
Yes.
And I showed you the one that was like laughing. I was like,
it was real. Yeah.
Because it's all types of experiences. I know we're wrapping up here, but one of the things that kind of hit me, I would say maybe yesterday, is that this journey of being captured, detained, shipped is maybe about 6 months. He said that the one castle, like 3 months was the longest they would stay. And then the journey over was about 12 weeks, which is like 3 months, three and a half.
Well, 90-day period, right?
Yeah.
Which is a whole thing within itself, but continue.
Yeah, no. So I'm like, that's like 3, 4, 5, maybe like 6 to 7 months. And what hit me is that there had to at least be a solid 1 or 2 in every load that were like in a deep meditative space, like just really holding it down. And I was like, just that thought was just really powerful for me.
Yeah.
Just knowing how I stay so consistent in my practice now.
You sure do.
And thank you. And not everybody that was captured and sold were farmers. They weren't all already enslaved, right? They weren't all warriors, right? Some of them were mystics.
Yes.
And
very true.
In that understanding, I was like, oh, like there were people in their practice. And that is a part of the glue that was holding all of us together. And so I just wanted to pay respect to that branch as well. because I know that's something we don't talk about, and it's a thought that had never crossed my mind before.
Yes, this is insights and inspirations. What is the last thing in this context that you would love to share?
Ooh, my biggest insight from this trip has been that life is progressive. There is no stagnation. There's no real stagnation.
That's an illusion.
It's a straight up illusion. And it's
straight up, boo.
And it's a choice to be in an illusion. Because even when people are choosing to stay stuck, because everything is a choice, they're not really being stuck, because life is continuously moving.
They're not in the flow.
They're just not in the flow that is most beneficial for them.
Right.
So yeah, and that came from hearing the journeys of our ancestors, and also from seeing the houses that are like quarter way built, halfway built, under construction, and hearing our tour guide. Shout out Damba.
Another Damba. Shout out Joe Cada.
Shout out Joe Cada, and just Damba for sharing that information about why things look the way they do. Because someone who lives here, about what is going on here. Instead of having some video be like, oh, look at all of this poverty. Look at all these half-built, semi-destroyed houses. These people don't have money. He's like, no, people are building their dream homes and allowing it to take 15 years. And that's okay. And so, yeah, the main insight has I won't just it. The main insight has powerfully been that everything is progressing, and to allow grace in that.
Yes. Well, in sharing rooms and close, intimate spaces with you, you have embodied that insight.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to bear witness to your daily practice, your daily intentional movements on this plane. And also, it's been a joy and a pleasure, and we coming back, period.
Absolutely.
We coming back.
Absolutely.
This is home, Aquaba. Yeah.
Medasti.
Medasti. My sister wife.
My brother husband. That's a different story.
Yes, we'll talk
about that later.